Hey guys, it's Indigenous by Blood with you again. Today we're gonna go through another topic. We're gonna go with the definition of decolonization and what that is, the definition from an indigenous perspective, what it means to decolonize, and the steps you can take to go about doing that. For one, decolonizing is basically, as a Native American, American Indian, First Nation, whatever you want to call yourself, it's like this. It's moving away from the ideals and ideology of the settlers, the colonizers, the Europeans. So like, say you're from Mexico and you're indigenous, right? And you want to decolonize. It'd be moving away from these European standards of beauty and notions that was brought over here that wasn't originally there, because my ancestors, being from both North and South America, we didn't have these standards of beauty. We didn't have these ways of thinking, these patriarchal thoughts and ideas that govern today's society. A lot of us, a lot of tribes, my tribes in particular, were very matrilineal, meaning, female dominant. Like they called the shots. They decided who would become the leader, and etc. So decolonizing is basically a way of looking things outside of the way things were set and forced upon on this land. Like, you can there's many ways to just decolonize. You can decolonize mentally, you can decolonize physically, you can decolonize by, like, for food per se, you can start eating, more raw, organic food, and eating more, vegetables, etc. But yeah, decolonizing, that's pretty much it. As an indigenous person, that's my idea and definition of what decolonization is. How you would go about that, most importantly, I think, is history. You got to really start researching where you come from, where your tribes are rooted from. If you're native or indigenous to, the Americas, or if you're indigenous, hey, if you want to decolonize, you can still decolonize that. If you're, European or black, you can, Asian, we all have tribal identities from our respected areas. Like if you're, if you're African American, I know, due to colonization, a lot of that is hard to find out because a lot of those tribal roots were erased. But, just to get an idea of a foundation, maybe you can take a DNA test. There's many things you can do to figure out the general area you're from and try to pinpoint what tribes or where you come from. Like even, with white people, you can, there's white tribes, you can look at the Anglo-Saxon tribes. There was the Celtic tribes. But yeah, there's many ways to decolonize. First is history. Then is try to incorporate your language, which I'm trying to work on right now. I'm trying to figure out my language. I'm trying to learn how to sing. So is my brother. He's really into that. Decolonizing. Okay, so decolonize with history. Learn your history. Language. Food. Because a lot of the way the colonizers have come here and the food we eat is horrible for the mind. It's purposely, given to us to dumb us down. Because they don't want us smart. Especially brown people. People of color. They don't want us smart at all. Because if we were smart, we'd quickly realize that indigenous people are the majority of the Americas. We'd reclaim our indigenous identity. And we'd take back what is rightfully ours, which is this land. And they don't want that, I do believe in the conspiracy theories about, how they're trying to take over and, enslave us mentally, physically, in all aspects. That's why I think it's important to decolonize. But yeah, if you have any questions about decolonization or how to do so, just shoot me a comment in the comment section. And yeah, that's about it. Let me know if you guys want me to make any more videos about any other topics. And yeah, you guys have a good one. Aho.